Hi and welcome. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Jen and I'll be guiding you through a power Vinyasa practice. Today's session is focused on areas of the body that hold a lot of tension. So neck, shoulders, and our hips. All you need is your mat. Let's get started.
All right, finding a comfortable seat can be either cross-legged or kneeling on your knees. Welcome to sit on a bolster. Go ahead and get all of your wiggles out. Take a deep breath and begin to settle into your space with your eyes closed. Take another breath in, fill up, hold at the top, take another sip, and let it go. Letting go of anything else that you may be holding on to today. With your next exhale, let that go too. And from here, take one more deep breath in, seal your lips, and begin to ignite your Ujjayi breath. Breathing in and out through your nose, connecting your breath to movement today as we move through our power Vinyasa flow. And take one more inhale, just noticing everything start to settle in as you connect to your breath. Begin to lift your arms up over your head as you stretch high and exhale your hands to your heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach your arms high. Connect your palms. Exhale, hands down to your heart. And we'll do that one more time. And as you sweep your arms out and up, think of something that you'd like to focus on today, your intention. What is it that you're looking for as you sit down here and begin your practice? Inhale and exhale, let it go. And from here, we'll begin to do some seated stretches. So inhale, reach your arms high above over your head, and then take a twist over to your left. So cross your right hand over your left knee and place your left hand long and tall behind you to lift your spine. Inhale your left arm up and over and take a side bend, anchoring your right hand onto your left knee as a nice support. Breathe into your left ribs and feel your ribs expand with your inhale. Cross your top arm up and over to kind of take an X with your arms, and then we'll move into your side bend on the other side. As you reach up and over with your arms, begin to anchor back down into your hips and send your breath all the way to your lower back. We'll move into our final twist towards the right. So keep your left hand anchored on your right knee. Inhale, tall spine. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. And then from here, we'll rotate back center, reach your arms high. And then exhale, interlace your hands, press your palms forward. And take some neck rolls. So begin to take your right ear to your shoulder, chin to chest, and then your left ear to your shoulder, whatever feels good. If it feels okay, round your spine and then send your breath into the space between your shoulder blades. Inhale, and as you exhale, wrap your shoulders down from your ears. And then inhale, release your arms, interlace your hands at your lower back and stretch your chest open. Maybe explore some neck rolls. As you open up your chest, keep your hands interlaced, swing them over to your right hip. And then hug your right shoulder and elbow back and in, right ear to shoulder, and roll out your entire left side, your left shoulder area, your left side of your neck. Sometimes it feels good to close your eyes and just feel the movement from the inside out. We'll move into the other side. Swing your bound hands around to your left hip. And so you're truly sort of wrapping your right shoulder now away from your right ear. And then left ear to shoulder, just some gentle rolls side to side. Again, closing the eyes can be nice to just feel the stretch from the inside, moving gently. Your body, reach your arms high as you release, and then fold forward. We'll just hang out here for a moment. Start to fold forward, and then once you find your stopping point, just take a breath in, and then maybe you can walk your hands a little longer and take yourself into a deeper fold. And let's slowly walk up, finding your way to hands and knees. Stack your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. From here, we're going to begin to move towards cat-cow. Inhale your chest up, tail up, and then exhale, round your spine. Tuck your chin to your pubic bone. Then find your breath now, connecting movement, inhales and exhales. As you open your heart, typically inhaling. And as you fold and come inward, you're typically exhaling. And from your cat-cow, I want you to start rolling out your hips. So rolling your hips in such a way that you can really start lubricating your hip joints, and stretching into your low back, and really starting to get some movement. So circling your hips in both directions. If you haven't rotated the other way, feel free to do so. And then finding your way back to your tabletop. I want you to move towards a floating tabletop. So squeeze your belly button to your spine and then literally float your knees up off your mat and floss your shoulders. So you're going to press down into your hands, lift your upper back, and then exhale, sink your chest down without bending your elbows or moving any other part of your body. You're warming up your shoulders here. And keep your gaze down so your neck is long. And inhale, and then exhale to your downward facing dog. Take a few moments here to walk your downward dog out, pedaling out your feet. And as you do that, reconnect to your hands, fingers spread super wide, and press your palms forward to lengthen your chest back. Drop your head, maybe shake it out, release your neck, and release any tension in your jaw. We'll take a round of breath here. As you exhale, start to pull your belly button tight to your spine and pull your lower ribs into your chest. Inhale your right leg high. Begin to lengthen your right leg through your knees. So you're pressing straight through. Lift and lower your bottom heel. And then as you stretch your top leg high, bend your top knee and move into your hip stretch. Stack your right hip, top hip over your left. Keep your bottom leg straight and square forward. So you notice if your bottom heel is spinning out to the side, bring it right behind your toes. Reach your right leg high and exhale, downward dog. Inhale your left leg high. And then exhale, bend your left knee and open up into your hip stretch. Option to lift and lower your bottom heel. Again, shaking out your head so that really check in to see if you're building tension as you practice. Inhale your left leg high, exhale, downward dog. And from here, go ahead and reset your downward dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward towards your hands and walk to ragdoll pose. Set your feet at least hip distant. And bring your hands to opposite elbows. Soften your knees to release your hamstrings and bring some movement to your back. Really nice stretch after sitting all day or just warming up in the morning or even cooling down at night. So finding some organic movement and flow, perhaps a neck stretch by interlacing your hands at your lower back and squeezing your forearms into your jawline to help release and traction your neck. Maybe you're interlacing your hands at your lower back to stretch your shoulders and a nice chest expansion. I'm going to take one more breath and exhale, hands to the floor. Bring your feet to touch and inhale, slowly roll up to stand with a soft bend in your knees. Reach your arms high. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle, sweep your arms back up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Reconnect to your intention. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, forward fold. We'll begin to move into our sun A. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine from crown of head to tail. Exhale, high plank. Squeeze your belly in, shift forward to your tippy toes. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tops of feet down and hands touch, nothing else. Exhale, down dog. Take a big breath in and exhale. And 2 more breaths, just nice and slow and steady. Downward dog is a wonderful posture to build strength in your shoulders. Lengthen your spine as you tilt your sit bones up and lengthen the backs of your legs as well. Let's move. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or walk. Maybe you're ready to hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, belly in, shoulders back. Exhale, high to low plank. Inhale, upward dog, shoulders back, chest forward. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe here. Again, nice, smooth, steady breaths. In no rush to go anywhere, but just breathing into each moment and breathing into each cell of your body. And take one more deep breath in. And exhale. Let's begin to move again. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Step, walk, or maybe hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, high to low push-up. Squeeze your legs and core. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to your hands. Moving on, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Feel free to add extra push-ups or do them with your knees down. Inhale, up dog and downward dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop lightly to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Utkatasana. So you're bending at your knees. Hinge at your hips deeply and then pull the weight of your body back into your heels. So you're truly light in your toes. And then open your chest. Reach your arms tall towards your arms towards your ears. And then as you exhale, take your forward fold, release, halfway lift. And then take your vinyasa. If you're hopping, hop right down into your low push-up. Up dog, and we'll meet in downward dog. Reach your right leg high. And then exhale, step through. Inhale, warrior one. Drop your back heel first, and then inhale, reach your arms high. Let's breathe here and hold. Warrior one is a challenging posture in that your hips are slightly off that squared position. So you might bring your hands to your hips and literally move your right hip back and your left hip forward. And once you have that sensation and action, go ahead and reach your arms back high, reconnect to your breath. Pull your right heel back to action, your right hip. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. See if you can pick up your foot. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Other side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through as quietly as you can. Drop your back heel. Inhale, warrior one. Breathe here. So again, option to take hands to your hips. Literally move them towards squared position. And maybe drop your tailbone down to lift your pelvis, access your core. Squeeze your legs towards one another to action your inner thighs. Yes, take a deep breath in, reach high, maybe reach back a little bit. And as you exhale, take your exhale all the way down to your low push-up. So it's a long breath out. Inhale, up dog. You're stretching your breath and your core. Exhale, downward dog. Deep breath in. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. We'll begin to move a little bit more quickly through our flow. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float. So we're building heat, building our fire. Inhale to your chair pose. Exhale right down to your forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Chest forward. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Chest open. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Step or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit really deep. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, step through. Inhale, warrior one, just a breath. Exhale, open up warrior two. Now lengthen out your stance. You can take up more space. Warrior two is an open hip posture. Let's breathe a little bit here. Calm your breath. Relax your shoulders down. Open up your chest to the side of the room. And maybe sit a little bit deeper in your legs. Calm your breath, calm your mind. Inhale, reverse warriors. Lengthen your right arm up and back. You can either look up or down towards your back foot. Try to lift your left ribs high up above your hips. Maybe lift your back hand to help lift. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, up dog, big stretch. Exhale, down dog. Other side, left leg high. And exhale, step through. Inhale, warrior one. Let's exhale, open up warrior two. And again, lengthen your stance. Stack your spine tall over your hips. Maybe pulling your chest a little bit further back and settle in deeper. Yeah, good. Release into your reverse warrior. Inhale, left arm high, and your back hand is just a touch point. Stay strong in your front thigh. So pull back with your left heel. Reach open, inhale. And as you exhale, cartwheel all the way down, high to low push-up. It's a really long exhale, stretching and lengthening your diaphragm as you breathe. And meeting back in your downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Let's travel to the top of our mat. Bend your knees and float or step. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to add in just a little drill. So building some heat, building some tension and strength in our legs. So take some small pulses. You can do these with your heels down or lift your heels like I'm doing in the video. Lifting your heels will challenge your balance. Now squeeze your knees together. Can't quite see that, but my knees are together. 2 more. Good. Now open and close your knees. So you're going to take your knees open and then close them like clamshells. So you're going to feel this in your outer thighs, squeezing them out and in. And belly's tight, chest open. As you exhale, you might do some open mouth exhales to release some heat. Good. Couple more. You can also do these with your heels down. When you are ready, exhale, hands to your mat. Look forward, crow pose. So we did about 8 of those open knee clamshells. In your crow, gaze forward, round your spine, and when you're ready, jump or shoot or step your feet back to your chaturanga. It's okay if you stumble, just try to aim your feet to the back of your mat. Inhale to your up dog and exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step through warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Back to our flow. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Other side, left leg high. Inhale, reach. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga, dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath in. And exhale, really slow, easy, steady breath to ease your minds. Begin to connect the two. Easy breath, easy mind, easy breath. Let's move forward. Inhale, look or step forward. Halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale to your chair pose. And let's sit really deep this time. Bring your hands to your heart so a little bit deeper. And let's take it all the way down to our mat's Navasana boat pose. Anchoring onto your tailbone, lift your chest, and then activate your feet. Squeeze your knees together. Option to lengthen your legs for a little bit more. You can also reach your arms overhead. Let's inhale to a low boat and exhale high. Just a few more. Inhale low, exhale high, inhale low, and high. Just a few more. Inhale. Take high boat. Think knees to chest. Drive them up. Inhale. 4 more. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Here's 3. 2 more. 2. Squeeze. Last one. Inhale. Take it up and let's take it back down low. Hold low. Chest open. Right knee to your chest and we'll pulse it up. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Change sides. Left knee to your chest. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs go out. A little bit more on this side apparently. Now pulse. Flutter kick your legs, strong legs. Pull your belly down. Pull your shoulders up off your mat. Reach your chin a little bit higher off your chest. And then take your legs up. Bring your knees to your chest. Nice work. Rock side to side. Start to decompress your low back. And Wendy Bell. She will continue to be with us the rest of the class. So just bring your knees to your chest, rock side to side. And then when you're ready, grab the upper shins or the backs of your knees, rock and roll a couple times. And then find your way back to chair pose. Inhale. Ground your feet, reach up. Then we're going to exhale right into our revolved chair. So go right into it. Even if you're a little out of breath, find that smooth, steady breath again. Lengthen out your neck, reach to the top of your head, and then pull your shoulders down to create a little bit more space in your upper back. Inhale to your chair. Exhale right into the other side. Stack hands and elbows in one straight line. Start to pull your heart towards your thumbs. Always an option to open your arms. Squeeze your belly in to rinse out your insides. Knees stay together. Inhale back to your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, dandasana, right back into our flow. Inhale, up dog. Maybe linger a little bit on this up dog or low cobra. Stretch your belly and your core. Hope we're all doing well. Let's keep moving on to our second half of class. Take one more deep breath in and deep breath out. All right. Let's inhale the right leg high. And exhale, slowly bring your knee forward and step. This time, high crescent lunge. Keep your back heel lifted and then elevate your arms high. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Now, feel free to bend your back knee a little bit. It helps soften your hips and bring more alignment to your pelvis. Inhale, reach tall. And as you exhale, start to bring your hands down to your heart center. Lean forward and launch into your Dekasana airplane pose. Now we're going to add one more drill here. Begin to pulse your back leg. A soft bend in your standing knee can bring some softness to your hamstring. Now we're going to go back and forth. Pulse your back leg straight to work the backside of your legs. And then come into a Shiva squat, pulsing in for each. 1, 2, 3, 4, and squat, 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 and squat. Good. Inhale, standing splits to your release. Squeeze your belly in. Option for a bind. Take your right hand around your right leg to squeeze your chest to your thighs. Double bind if it's there. Maybe some handstand hops if you feel a little energized to do so. Plant your hands and shift into your handstands. Good. And as you work towards your next exhale, step back to your low lunge. And then we'll inhale into low flying crescent lunge. So crescent lunge with arms back. I'd rather exhale to that, and then inhale, hands to your heart. Exhale, rotate to your revolved crescent lunge. Now power up your back leg, squeeze it straight and strong. You can open your arms here. You can also drop your back knee down, but squeeze your belly in to cinch up your waist and drive a rotation with your internal organs. Inhale, open up to warrior 2. And as you exhale, move right into your triangle pose. Reach as far forward as you can, straighten your front leg. And then your bottom hand is really just a touch point. Lean back and open to feel your stretch through your side body. Press into the knife edge of your back foot. And maybe extend your bottom arm forward and your top arm up and over like you're holding a big beach ball overhead for a little bit more core work. Now we'll lift up into stand, spin your feet in, and we'll take a wide straddle fold. Another opportunity to release your neck. You can take your hands to your outer legs to pull yourself in, or work in your neck bind, wrapping your forearms around your jawline, squeeze in to decompress your neck. Lots of options as you hang upside down, maybe ragdoll your arms or interlace your hands. Always moving into the direction that's most loving for you, whatever it is that you need in your practice. And take one more deep breath in. And exhale, release hands below your shoulders, lift your chest, inhale. Exhale, pivot to the right, preparing for side plank. Ground your left hand, step your right foot back. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Now stack your arm bones long and tall, right hip over your left. Now here's a tip, step your bottom foot in like you're literally stepping it in, so that you can really root down to lift into perhaps a tree, or maybe just lift your top leg. That's a nice little tip. I'll show you that on the other side. So you're stepping your foot in, and as you exhale, move right down to your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. All right, we've got that entire set on the other side. Inhale your left leg up, and exhale, step through. Remember, high crescent lunge, back heel stays up. Inhale, reach your arms high. And again, bend your back knee to bring some softness, a little wiggle. Start to strengthen your back leg when you're ready into your full crescent lunge, powering through your back leg. Pull your left heel back to energize your left thigh. Now exhale, hands to heart, lean forward and shift into your airplane pose. Gaze down to lengthen your neck and steady your balance. Then moving into our pulsing, moving into 4 squats. Shiva squats, so knees cross behind each other, and then straight leg lifts, working the back of your right leg. Squat 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leg lifts 4, 3, 2, 1, 4. Squat 3, 2, 1. Standing splits pose. Should feel good to release into your standing splits. Take a few moments to deepen, perhaps left arm around your lower leg, maybe the double bind if it's there, if you don't have the distraction of my dog. When you take your next breath out, step away back into your low lunge. And exhale to low flying crescent lunge. Your arms extend up by your side. And then inhale, hands to your heart center. Exhale, rotate left. Revolved crescent lunge. Again, stack your arms to get the most strength and safety out of your joints. Squeeze your belly in. You're welcome to open your arms on this side if you did on the other. And again, you can take your back knee down if you need to pause the intensity of this posture and reconnect to your breath. Our next inhale will be Warrior 2, moving right into your exhale, triangle pose. Reach forward, reach as far forward as you can with a straight front leg. Then rotate down with your bottom hands. Don't necessarily need to touch the floor. Lean back to feel the stretch and twist in your torso. Nice steady breath in as you reach tall to your standing posture. Turn your left foot in. This time hands to your hips. And we'll take this upside down. If you'd like to take your headstand, you're welcome to ground your hands. Sorry for the view here. And then press down into your hands. Make a tripod with your head and your 2 palms. Elbows stay bent 90 degrees. Lift your shoulders away from your ears. If you feel comfortable, straddle up nice and slow. Squeeze your belly in and keep pressing your palms down to bring the weight out of your head. Now I challenge you to eagle your legs. Take an inhale to bring your knees to your chest, and then exhale your legs back up. And then unwind. We'll do the other side. So eagle. Inhale, squeeze your belly and bring your knees in between your elbows, and exhale, lift back up for some reverse crunches. Now you do as many as you want. I'm doing 1 on each side. When you're ready, slow straddle release down. Feet meet the floor nice and slowly. And take a moment to just shake out your head. Shake out your head. Inhale, halfway lift. And then let's pivot to the left. Preparing for our side plank, ground your right hand under your shoulder. Step your left foot back to stack your feet. Now, step your bottom foot in a couple inches, shorten your stance so you can literally almost stand on your bottom foot. And now grip the floor with your bottom foot and press up with your side body and arch your upper side. Now you can play around with this tree variation, working breath and balance. When you're ready, look down, ground your palm, and shift to your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Yeah, shake out your head, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's move on. Inhale your right leg high. And let's exhale to a runner's lunge. So we're starting to slow down our practice. Hopefully an inner excitement or hurrah on that. Moving into a runner's lunge, lots of variations. I'm going to show a little bit more of a stretchier version. Roll onto the knife edge of your front foot. With your back knee down, you can use your right hand. You'll see this better perhaps on the other side. You can use your right hand to massage your right knee open. Now, if it feels okay, you can grab your back foot. Inhale, open up your chest, and exhale, fold inward. So crooked monkey, I like to inhale, open chest, and then exhale, fold down, pull the back foot in for deeper stretch. Kind of moving in and out of inhale, open chest, exhale, pull in. And when you're ready, release that side. We're going to move to the left side of your mat and move right into frog pose. So working our inner hips. So in this posture, it's all about stacking your joints. Your knees are directly down from your hips, and your shin bones are directly kind of behind your knees, and the inner arches of your feet are on your mat or the floor. Now you can eventually start to allow your knees to stretch out and bring your pubic bone closer to your mat. And maybe walk your arms long, eventually bringing your chest to the floor. Take a few deep breaths, as this is a very intense stretch. So focusing on your breath, or if you have some music going or a dog to calm you, feel free to tune into that. The release of this stretch is interesting. You can either press your hands down under your shoulders, lift your chest, wiggle your knees in, or you can belly flop forward or press your hips back. Now take those circles we did in the beginning of class. So we're going to circle hips around one direction, the other, just really opening up and releasing that very intense frog stretch. Let's go to the other side. So simply just turn to your left. We're sort of facing the back side of your mat now, back into our runner's lunge. So to heel your left foot up to the front edge corner of your mat, the direction you're facing. Now this posture can be active with your knee up or bring it down. And then you can add on your self-assist. Take your inner hand to your front leg and press it wide and open. So kind of taking your inner thigh, wrapping it around and behind you. And then adding the crooked monkey stretch can be nice. I have very uneven hips, so on this side I need to press down onto my bottom hand to reach my back foot. So it's an inhale to open, kick back, and exhale, pull your back foot in and bring your chest down. So inhale, open, chest open, exhale, chest down, pull your heel to your glute. And just keep working your breath like that, leading with your heart and leading with your back foot kicking into your hand to help guide you. From there, releasing this side. We'll move into some seated stretches. So go ahead and sit whatever way makes sense. We're going to bring inner feet together. So Baddha Konasana, a butterfly stretch. A couple options here. You can weave your hands under your legs, scoot your feet away from you just a little bit, and you can use your arms to pull your chest down and fold. Another option is to grab your inner ankles, press wide with your elbows down into your knees to feel the deeper stretch. Rocking side to side, kind of massaging into it. Whatever feels good. We'll just take a couple breaths here. Inhale. And exhale, go a little bit deeper, leading with your heart. And as you release, go ahead and extend your left leg forward. Janu Shirsasana, seated forward fold over your front leg. So as you reach tall, inhale and exhale, turn. Note the turn is a gentle twist in this forward fold. Allow your right knee to relax down and anchor both hips to your mat. Reach with your chest and connect to whatever you can, whether it's your foot, your pants, whatever it may be, and allow your head to relax. Transitioning to the other side. Inhale, reach tall, turn. Exhale, fold. Lead with your heart. Connect to whatever you can, and then pull yourself deeper. As you breathe here, relax your left knee and see if you can feel your breath down into your lower back. Breathing deep and slow, really full breaths into the south side of your body. Inhale, reach back up. We're going to move right into a really yummy shoulder stretch, reverse tabletop. So set your hands behind you, legs forward about hip distance with your feet. Before you lift, puff up your chest as far as you can. And then inhale, swing your hips up to the height of your knees and drop your head back if that's okay with your neck. Now I want you to sway forwards and back and feel the stretch on the fronts of your shoulders. Should feel good after all of those push-ups, really opening some of your chest muscles. Keep your core engaged to support your spine. When you're ready, slowly bring your hips back down to the mat. And we are going to roll all the way down onto our backs. Once we come to our backs, we're going to move into bridge pose. So in our first bridge, we'll take an interesting stretch. So listen to my voice as I cue you and keep your gaze up. So heels within reach, arms grounded. I want you to shimmy your shoulders under a couple times so that you can interlace your hands beneath you. Now we'll hold here for a couple of breaths just to feel the stretch through your chest. Keep your chin lifted off of your throat. Now, keep your hands interlaced and bound underneath you. You're simply going to lower your hips onto your forearms. So your chest is puffing up. So literally, it's sort of like a modified fish. Your shoulders and arms are wrapped underneath you, and your hips are sort of sitting on your wrists. You control the pressure with your leg strength. When you're ready, inhale, lift your hips up. And then let's exhale, slowly lower down, one vertebrae at a time. Nice slow roll, bringing more length. Replace your hands. Let's take bridge pose again. Inhale, lift your hips. This time, bring your feet to touch, knees together. Inhale your right knee up, and then exhale your right leg straight, taking some hip lifts. Lower, inhale, then exhale, press your hips up. And just a couple more, really isolating your left glute. Feel free to do more. When you're finished, keep your hips lifted, right ankle across left thigh. Bring your hands to your hips and know that your hips are level. Feel that. And then ground down into your arms. From here, keep your leg crossed. Just lower your hips and then drop your knees to the left, or rather just your left knee. So you're kind of still in that figure four shape. Use your left hand to press your right knee away from you. Now this stretch is very intense in your hip flexor area, in your outer hip. And so you might use your right hand to sort of massage your hip or kind of pound some energy there. And then when you're done, slowly roll back to center. Let's reset other side. Inhale, bridge pose. And exhale, lift your left knee, press your leg straight up. Let's lower the hips. Inhale, exhale, press. Inhale, exhale, press. Just a few more. Working your right glute, isolating, building some heat while we go into our final deep stretches. Left ankle across right thigh, level out your hips. And then when you're ready, lower your hips down to your mat. Keep your left ankle over your right thigh. Simply just drop your right knee to the right side of your mat. Now your left foot might slip up a little bit more into your right thigh, but with your right hand, press your left knee away from you and feel the stretch in your outer left hip. It's an interesting stretch, so explore where it feels good for you. When you're done, roll back to center. Bring both knees to your chest. Roll a little side to side, kind of release that stretch. And then when you're through with that release, rock forward, and we're going to take half pigeon. So right leg will go forward. You can simply just swing your left leg back. Now you can take this posture with your back knee bent like I'm showing you, or curl your back toes under like a low lunge and really work on squaring your hips forward. Lifting onto your fingertips can give you some leverage to maneuver, really open up your chest. And when you are ready, walk your hands forward. Maybe you can reach your forearms down. Take a moment here to breathe. And eventually you can walk your arms all the way long onto your mat, or maybe arms wide. And just take a few moments here to breathe and return to your smooth, steady breaths. You're welcome to stay here a little bit longer, but together we'll move on in about 2 more breaths. And inhale, press down into your hands. Let's take a 3-legged dog to stretch that posture out. Maybe open up your hips, circle it around, shake it out, whatever you need to do to release. And let's take the other side, half pigeon, left leg forward. So left ankle to right shin, left knee to left ankle to right wrist, left knee to left wrist. Setting this side up, know that your hips are different on each side. So take other minor adjustments that you need to go deeper or maybe back off. I encourage you to, if you can, stay in this stretch a little bit longer than what we're doing today. Really great posture for opening up your hips, lower back. Again, where we store a lot of tension in our hips. So working all of the angles today, inner hips, outer hips. And taking a couple deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. When When you're ready, start to press down into your hands. Let's release to our three-legged dog just to shake it out, circle it around, bring some blood flow back into your hips. And then walk your legs forward and come back down onto your back. Now you can roll all the way down or grab a knee for a softer landing. Let's bring both knees back into your chest. Just a little roll side to side. Now we'll move into an inversion. Now you might just keep your legs up the wall or simply stack your legs over your hips or hoist your hips up and over for plow. In your plow pose, use your hands to support your low back. If your feet touch overhead, it's okay to release your hands. Just be sure that your toes are touching so you have a touch point to ground down. And take your hands to your lower back and then start to lift one leg up and both legs up. Now the weight of your body is in your upper shoulders and your triceps, not in your neck. So really lift your chin off of your throat as much as possible. And when you're ready, bring your legs back up and over to plow, maybe deaf man's pose, knees around your ears, Karna Padasana. Arms can lengthen long, slowly roll down. Use your arms as brakes to release your spine all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest to decompress. And I want you to move into Supta Baddha Konasana. Take the soles of your feet together and your knees wide. Close your eyes down, left hand to your heart, and place your right hand to your belly. And take a moment to simply connect. Notice your heartbeat. Notice your breath. For a moment, nothing else matters but this right here. So take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, release. Capture the soles of your feet for happy baby. You can hold the inner outer edge of your feet and pull down with your arms to anchor your shoulders towards your mat. Kick up with your feet to curl your tailbone forward. You can rock side to side, maybe straighten one leg, maybe bend the other, or straighten both at the same time, whatever feels right and good in your body. And from here, go ahead and move into our final twist. So lengthen your left leg long, hug your right knee in, and let's take some circles one more time just to bring some movement and blood flow, energy to your hips. So circle your knee clockwise, counterclockwise. At this point, you could most certainly close your eyes. And let's move into our final twist. Take your left hand, glide your right knee up and over. Your right arm extends out. And you can gaze up or to the right to rinse out your twist fully. And bring your knee back to center, both knees actually together. And the right leg goes down, left knee in. Circle your knee around in both directions. And when you're ready, take your right hand to your outer left knee. Inhale, fill up your lungs. And when you're ready, take your twist. Right knee guides your left knee up and over. Left arm out, gaze left, or close your eyes. And progressively start to relax into the grounding sensation of laying on your mat. So allowing your body to softly fold inward into your twist here. Or as you roll back to center, bring both knees to chest. Hug in, maybe bring your forehead to your knees. And when you're ready, as you take your next exhale, release into your final Shavasana. Take up space, palms open. Maybe tuck your shoulders down and under to lengthen your neck. And you're welcome to stay here as long as you wish. When you're ready.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining Wendy Bell and I. More to come. Please give me your feedback. And, there's some down dog. We'll see you next time. Thanks.